Greetings, fellow cruisers. This is Jeff from Enjoy Life Traveling. Today we are continuing what I was doing the last several of these videos, which is I was in Boonville in Missouri, playing at the casino, just playing for points to show you some games. And that's what this is a continuation of. We started with, I think it was $44.55. And I'm actually playing a game. I played this game, I believe it was on Brilliance of the Seas that I had played this one, I believe. And the game itself, they were having some issues with the game as far as how it connected. But I had a really good run on this game. And so I wanted to try it again just to see, how it would play. Because I don't always trust one time through to decide. Just because I had a good time through doesn't mean that's the way the game always plays. So I thought I'd try it here and show you guys how it goes. The game is called Blackout. And on its bonus there, it will have kind of a city skyline and kind of light up the city as you hit the different bonuses. And I did really well on that bonus when I had this and I was on the ship. So I have a feeling the way the game at least looks and feels, the reason I played the game is that it looked like a low to medium type volatility machine. And so again, I want to give it a try. And I have a feeling that we'll probably be reasonably successful in regards to gaining the points. Because for me, that's what it's all about. I'm looking for free hotel rooms, free cruises, without losing my shirt. Because I'm here for entertainment. If you are, and I know I've said this a million times, but if you're playing this trying to hit the jackpot, and you're probably going to lose before you win. So don't play for those reasons. Play to have fun. And again, play for the points. If you happen to hit something great, then great. That's wonderful news. So on with the game. You will find that this has a really different look and feel than some of the other games. Now, I didn't show you the look farther back, but when it hits a bonus here, I'll back up so you can kind of see what the board looks like. But even just from the reels, you can kind of tell that it is... It looks different. It feels a little different. Those brighter ones. You have to have those symbols, the Ferris wheels and all that. Those have to be lining up. And so, unfortunately, I haven't quite hit that yet. And then obviously you got that bonus thing that you're seeing land every once in a while. I believe it's 3 of those you're going to need. And then, of course, you got the wilds that'll help you get your line hits better. But yeah, I want all those Ferris wheels going all the way across, starting from the left. Now, one of the things I want you to notice here is that I'm only betting 30 cents. So there's very little risk here. I mean, I'm getting 3 spins and I'm still under $1 spun. But the game will let you play for a while, and that's what I'm looking for. This is a game that I think you'd probably be okay if you went up a little bit to the second or maybe even the third. But I have a feeling by the time you get to that max bet, you're losing a lot of your volatility. But I think at 30 cents, if you're playing this, I think it's 30, 60, 90, I think is how that runs, if I recall correctly. Because, again, I'm doing a voiceover here. But, again, I think when I played this on the ship, I think I might have played this at the second level rather than the first, just because I was trying to gain a few more points. But I want to show you guys, I always talk about the minimum bets, and obviously I don't do it every single game, but most of the time that's what I do is the minimum bets or something under $1. And so I guess that's the point I want to get across. If you got the time, then, oh, there we go. This is kind of one of their flash bonus games here. So we'll watch this go. Hopefully get some good scores. Now, this is not the main feature there where it lights up the city. This is just one of their extra features that they put out there to make a little bit of money on. Obviously, most games have more than one feature, particularly nowadays. Some of your older games may not, but most of them do. And this here is a 5-reel game, so it is a little bit more volatile. Usually the 3-reel games, generally speaking, are less volatile, but there are plenty of games out there that have the 5-reel that are still within that low to medium or medium range volatility if you can find them. And again, at 30 cents, you can have plenty of fun here. And even if you're having a bad streak, the game itself is fun. There's lots going on. And when you can trigger those bonuses, That's really the main thing there when you're triggering those bonuses and watching them go. The line hits, as you can see, some of them are pretty small, and there's some blank spaces in there, so that kind of gives you a hint that you're talking about not a low volatility machine, but more of a probably a low to medium or medium. Oh, come on, give me this bonus. There we go. We're gonna show ya. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, there's me having a drink. Just get my reflection in the background. So this one here, you're touching these little buttons, and then it's lighting up the skyline above. So I will hopefully show you that here. There we go, backing it up. It's hard to get the machine completely covered because it's kind of tall compared to what I got to work with here. And then I got to reach the buttons. I may have my wife do this. I'm still kind of working on how to get the camera to do what I want it to do. They were rather insistent that I hold the camera. I don't know why, but having it on a tripod where it's steady and pointing at one direction, they said was kind of a security risk to them. Oh, there we go. See, I'm lighting up the city there, getting some stuff. But I don't understand how having it pointed at one thing is better than me being able to swivel it just because I'm holding it. But whatever. We'll show you what we got. Obviously, the bigger buildings are worth a little more here. But when I had played this game on the ship, I had a really good run. I had a couple times to where I'd really lit up the city quite a bit and had a heck of a bonus. So hopefully we can at least give you an idea here. There's opportunities to get more picks, obviously, and then you can have picks that are bigger than the 2 or 3 that you're seeing there. It'll kind of show you when it's all over. It shows you where the picks are at as far as, you see your 5s and 6s. So if you can tack those on to what you're doing and get those bigger ones, you can really light up the city. But again, this is a 30-cent bet, and that was almost $6. I mean, that's almost 20 times my bet. You can't beat that at 30 cents, 20, that's basically 20 spins that I got back. So, yeah, I'm going to be, easily able to play this game, a lot more. So again, that's what it's all about, is being able to enjoy yourself and check out some new games. And this isn't really a bad way to do it. I mean, when you consider, I'm trying to remember, but because I did this a while ago, but I got a lot out of that. I came in with a $200 budget, but I've played a lot of games, and I was kind of looking, because I think I'd said before, I think I got 1 or 2 videos left. I still think I've got 1 or 2 videos left. So, and then I've got some other things that I wanted to show you that I'm like, man, I want to put that out even before I put the others out. But we'll get to them all. I may increase the speed in which I put out these videos for the games, and then again, as I mentioned before, I'm working on trying to get a few different releases to come out as far as the other part of the travel that I do to kind of open up that new channel with more than just one video. And I understand I can use some of the old stuff that I have, but I know that you guys want to see some new stuff, so I really want to not do that too much and hopefully have some new stuff or reimagine some of the things that I've done. So there's some new content in there. I want everybody to be happy with what they're getting from the channel. And again, if you guys aren't happy with it, then there's really no point in me doing it. Is kind of how I look at it, because I'm really enjoying the free cruises and the casino stuff regardless. This is just kind of a fun way to show you what I'm doing. And if you've ever met me, I love talking about, the things that I've learned and continue to learn. It's not something that I think I know everything. It's just something that I can pass on what I do know and what I have seen. And I think that that's important, is to realize that you've always got more that you can learn, because playing the game, well, like I said with this game, playing it one time does not make it to where I understand the game completely. It meant that I had a good run on at that time. So again, I wanted to try it again, see what we got going here. And at a minimum bet, here we go, respins. This is part of their extra stuff here. This is one I got earlier, but I was closer up, so you couldn't see the respin thing going on. But yeah, that's what this is. This is just a little extra bonus there, and I'll take everything I can get. Hopefully, oh, there we go. That'll help the cause. Now, if I can get, again, I'm always looking at this, again, if I can get $3, that's 10 times my bet. I think that's pretty solid. If you see people betting, $10 bets on these games and they get 1,000 and they're happy. Well, that's really what I'm doing, is the 10 times the bet without risking $10 every time I spin. I'm sitting here thinking about the order and that I've got these, and I may be putting this one out when I should be putting another one out, but regardless, you're going to get to see it there, because I feel like the last one that I had put out was where I had won and I was up, and this one was showing, I think again was like, $45 or something. And I don't remember if I just cashed the ticket and started, or if there was another game in between, because I had filmed so much stuff that my battery had went low, and so I ended up doing some of it on my wife's phone. And so I'm trying to kind of marry those together and get all the different content out to you there. So if you're looking at that and you've been following along and I've got this wrong, I apologize. But the main thing obviously is for you to see the points that you get and how the games play, if you're looking for those low volatility machines. I'm at Caesars. It's actually called Isle of Capri, but it's one of the Caesars casinos. And this is one of those that's fairly easy to get offers from Caesars to go to different places. As you have probably heard, when I did the thing, when I went to Iowa, that was a Caesars property. I did all that for free, had a great time, and I'll use these offers for hotels before I go on a cruise. And they do a bit with Margaritaville at sea. So that might be one of those opportunities for you, to where if you're looking to sail on one of the Margaritaville ships, that you can show some of your offers and play and get an offer to potentially sail for free, or perhaps at a discount, depending on what level you're at. All right, we got some respins going. Let's see if we can get something good here. I always like to see those wilds up front. That means you got a little something going. But I got 39 cents. I guess not too much. Come on, give me something. Give me something. Okay, well, not the best there. 5 times the bet. But more money is more money. I don't care. So if you could, let me know in your comments what you think about this game. I know it's a little different. I don't see a whole lot of people play it, but I think it's kind of fun and different. If you're looking to kind of mix some things up and do something different, I think this one's worthwhile to take a look at, and again, to mix things up if you can find it. So again, High Voltage Blackout. Look for that game and try it out. Again, I'm doing it at the minimum denomination. If you play it at a different denomination, let me know how you did there. There we go. That's what I needed. That was better than the bonus I got last time. We'll take that all day. Okay. Well, anyway, hopefully we'll show you another one of those blackout things. So those are kind of fun there. And again, I'd have probably played the game longer. Usually, if I get on a game, if it's treating me right, I'll stay in the game for quite a while. I know it can maybe frustrate someone who's looking for a game, and I'm on it for hours at a time. But I beat you there. Sorry. Come on, let's get a bonus going. Oh, there we go. I did have it. Didn't even realize I had it. What did I do? Come on, let's get some money in there. Look at me go. $1.20. Hey, you know what? It was fun little extra. Why not? I want to see that blackout go out. Those are fun, and I do know that when I did this on the ship, again, I hit it a couple of times, and that's a fun bonus. So I don't know if that was more of an anomaly, but I guess we'll find out, because I'm sure I'll play this game again. But I would like your feedback on it as to if you've played it, and if you had any luck on it as well. And I suppose I should say, even though we're about, I guess, roughly midway through there, all of you guys that are watching, I really appreciate you watching this channel. I obviously appreciate all of you that have subscribed, that have taken the time to put the thumbs up in there and comment on the videos. I realize I'm putting this dub over. It's a little different than how other people do it. For me anyway, that's because I feel like a lot of times when I watch different people, they're trying desperately to fill up the time. And I guess that's, you could say that's what I'm doing now, I suppose. But I try to do this the way I'm doing it, as a little bit of a teaching and more of a free-flowing, rather than to, oh my gosh, we got to say something now because it's been a minute and you're at the casino. And I don't know, it just doesn't feel natural to me. I'm sure I'll do it at some point, maybe the right game. But I've done a couple of these before I ever even put anything out, and I was like, I don't know that I really like, the way that it sounded. It sounded like some of the other ones that I kind of wish was a little bit more natural or less forced. But I do enjoy. Oh, there we go. I do enjoy all of them that you guys, I'm sure, watch too if you're watching this. All right, let's get something good here. Let's see. And I've got 5 spins. All right, that's 2. Oh, good. It got a little bit bigger one in there. I need to get some bigger stuff than that. Come on. There we go. 3, a little bit better. All right, couple bigger ones. Come on. 5, here we go. Come on. A little help, little help. But if you can get that whole thing lit up, it's a heck of a bonus. So, yeah, give the game a try. All right, so 4, yeah, that filled up. Unfortunately, a lot of them were the smaller ones, but still, that's not a terrible hit, I don't think. And then you've got those things you're showing to the right where you can win the different levels and keep spinning. But again, when I had that good run on the ship, I went up that thing pretty good, and yeah, had a heck of a few $100, I think. I think that's what it was. It's a few $100 just on a bonus that I wanted. I know it was under $1. I don't remember if it was 60 cents or 30 cents I was doing or what, but yeah, it was a good bonus. So I like a game that you can have a really good bonus at a minimum bet, because you shouldn't have to bet something huge to at least have a shot at it. And that's one of the reasons I play these games, is because I want to have a chance at something like that. This one here doesn't have that mini, minor, major thing. That's not how they do it. But obviously you get a feel for that when you're hitting the cities as it's lighting up that are the lower dollars versus the higher dollars, or in this case pennies. I'm just going to switch subjects on you real quick. If you do follow us for some of the destination stuff, I'm going to be doing a new one for Sitka. I've never done Sitka, Alaska before, but I've been there, obviously. Last year, spent 2 weeks doing Alaska on a cruise, different stops, and Sitka's one of those that we've never put out. So you're going to be getting that video here pretty soon, and I'm going to probably reimagine some of the other ones that we've done, kind of update, Chino, Alaska, and, well, all the different stops. Like I said, there's several that we went on that I haven't even put anything out yet. So it's just that when I was doing those, I didn't have a channel at that time. It was before that. So some of the footage I have is a little bit lesser, and so I put what I have in the one in Sitka, and there's also some stock footage I was able to find to kind of give you an idea of just how beautiful it is. But even the stuff I had, I think it's pretty amazing. So keep an eye out for that. It's almost completely done, that video is. But yeah, it's taken a little bit more work because we're trying to pull photos out that were not done with the idea of a channel. And so some of the pictures are with our phone upright versus, elongated there. And we kind of have to work things out to splice those together. But this was actually the video that I was doing when I was approached that I couldn't use a stand. So you saw the stand there, and they're asking me to remove the stand to do it. And so now I'm trying to figure out how to hold the phone and show everything. So you saw my finger in there as I'm trying to keep things going. Again, I thought it was kind of interesting, and I had a talk with the casino host, and they said, yeah, they don't necessarily understand it, but that's their policies that they've been told to uphold. And so I had to hold the phone from there on out. Made things kind of interesting because in some of the other videos, like my wife was, pushing the button, and I was like standing over the top of her, trying to shoot over her head to get the video. And we've kind of made it now on some of the newer stuff that I haven't even released yet, to where one of us is sitting in front of the machine and the other one is sitting to the side. The person in front of the machine holds the phone steady, and the other person's to the side pushing the button. But yeah, that was kind of the struggle here, is for some reason, again, I'm welcome to video, but I can't do it on a tripod. And it's funny, I looked it up. online just to see about that, and they said, yeah, that's one of those things that a lot of casinos, particularly, in the smaller states, don't allow. Now, I've seen this, obviously, in the ones that do videos in Vegas, and I guess they're a little more used to it, and I would imagine they have some more permission than I do just because of the, the follower levels of some of those guys. But I definitely hope to get there, and I'd love to be able to go to Vegas and show you some of the different things that are there. They have some interesting machines that there's one in particular that you can't find anywhere but Las Vegas and at the MGM. So I'd really love to be able to make it out there and to be able to show you that game, because it's the best, lowest volatility game that's made, period. And it was specifically for MGM Grand. So if you happen to be in there, the game is called Cherry's Jubilee. And it's the lowest volatility game you can find. It is only made for that one casino in Vegas. It's the only place you're going to find it. They'll have a few of the games. But yeah, if you're going to play something, that's the one you want to play. It is easily the lowest volatility game, bar none, and check it out. So, all right, off that high horse, off the Vegas stuff. Back to the game here. When I'm doing this, you would be surprised holding your phone for, depending on the time, a half an hour or an hour straight while you play a video game is a little bit more, I don't want to say strenuous, but it is. I mean, you get uncomfortable. Your hands get uncomfortable. Your arms get uncomfortable because you're trying to make it as steady as possible. But that's what they had to do. And, this is like probably 35 minutes away from my house. And it's the only casino that's 35 minutes away from my house. And I can go an hour and a half, 2 hours, either direction and find casinos. But as far as the nearby stuff, good win. I needed something there. As far as the nearby casinos, this is easily the best one, closest one for me to be able to get out and do some stuff in. So I am looking forward to going to St. Louis. My wife actually went to St. Louis, and she was trying to get a little bit of footage because I wasn't there at the time. But they've got a game that's there it's other places, but that one game that they have, Pressure Luck, that's on the top floor. They've got it on the bottom floor, but on the top floor, I don't know. I guess, because they can set these machines with minor differences. The one on the top, I'm just telling you, will just seem to let me play. If I've got a $200 budget, as long as I stay the course on that game, it's going to let me bounce back pretty much every time, I feel like. And there's not a whole lot of games that you can walk in and feel that comfortable, but yeah, it's I would love to be able to just, for all the times that I've played that, to be able to have that and just show you, hey, look, here's 10 different times I've been here. Watch how many times that I break even or win, like every time, I feel like. But I tried that game again, if you've ever heard me talk about it. I tried the game on Radiance, and it was different. The denominations were different, and that game did not play the same. So I don't know if it's the denominations that make it, along with whatever the cruise ship has done. And there we go. We got a bonus going. Yeah. Good. I was hoping to show you this, but yeah. Anyway, it felt different on that one ship. I've played it on other ones and not had a problem. Don't know. I think it was it Wonder or Utopia had it, and that one played just fine. So if you happen to be on that ship, you might want to look for that. All right, got 4. Need another big one here. 4, 2. It's hard to see this on a phone and see what the number is, especially when you're old. Come on, let's get some big stuff here. 2 more spins. 5, there we go. Let's light some stuff. Okay, that was all right. Oh, there's a bigger one. Not a huge one, but a bigger one. Come on. All right. That's a decent one. Did mostly the lower ones, but it's still, that's help. Oh, there we go, a little bit higher. Nice. So hopefully you can see those to the right there and how those work out as far as your bonuses go. But fun game. And again, I'm over 20 times the bet there. So yeah, I like the game. It's funny, I'm watching this play, and you can see people to the right and you can see more to the left, whereas when I had the stand and not trying to hold it and have room to push the button and all that, you could see less. So I don't understand from a security standpoint how I'm helping them at all. If someone was trying to use the footage to their advantage, I don't know what you can get out of that. But if they're saying that's the reason, I don't understand how me showing more of the casino does better than less. But yeah, I get it. Privacy and all that kind of stuff. Some people may not want to have their they're even known that they're in the casino. It kind of reminds me, as I'm thinking about it. This is shortly after that thing happened at the Coldplay concert, where the kiss cam came on, and it was from people that weren't supposed to be together that were together. And I guess that's kind of what they're thinking here, is that people want their privacy, and not necessarily a kiss cam, but if you can see somebody's face that is in there, then and they're not supposed to be, and their significant other watches the channel, maybe get somebody in trouble. Obviously not what the goal is here. I just want to play the game and watch it. But yeah, I guess I can kind of see where that would come in. Come on, let's hit this. Come on. Oh, darn it. The games, these cabinets look familiar, it may be because oftentimes these cabinets are used to do the tournaments in, whether that be on the ship or otherwise. They have a secondary game, and all of them will switch to that game. Here we go, get some respins here. All of them will switch to that different game, and everybody sits down and does it at the same time, pushes the buttons. And it usually runs about 3 minutes per session, and whoever has the highest score wins. And depending on how many people they've got, there might be, 100 people involved. But the top 10 from whatever rounds will go on to the next round, and with a chance to win more. And whatever you pay, you're not winning what is in the machine. You're just trying to get the best score. So whatever you pay is usually $25 or $35 on the ships nowadays. And from there, it's a chance to win like $500 kind of a thing is how they run those. It's not about whatever you win on the machine. But a lot of times on the machines, it'll do a little double duty on it. The game will have it to where not only are you pushing the buttons, but you'll have to touch the screens when like a balloon pops up to get the bonus. And if you miss that, then you're missing some of the money. Come on, let's get a bonus here. Let's get a bonus. Ugh. You kind of feel that one wasn't going to hit for me. But if you haven't entered a tournament, you're not going to get points from it. So you need to know that. That shouldn't be a part of what you're trying to do to get points. And if you enter somebody else's slot tournament that's not sponsored by the ship or the casino, you're not going to get points there. Usually that goes to whoever's running it. And it's a little bit tricky there. I would recommend not doing it, because if the person, because you don't know who's going to run these things and enter it. If someone enters that contest and they've got laundered money, and they're trying to put it through you to do one of these games, and that happens to get caught, then you're going to be the one responsible, because you're the one shoving it in the machine. So just be careful as far as trying to run those things. People don't get caught often, but when they do, that's what's going on, and that's why you often see some of the people that do these things, they're the one that actually push the button. And when they're recording, their group pull, it's only them, because technically speaking, it's whoever pushes the button gets the money, which again, on a cruise ship is usually not the way it's done. You have to hope that someone isn't going to take advantage of that, because technically if everybody's pushing the button and somebody hits and it's huge, if they wanted to be a jerk, they could say, hey, I pushed the button, it's mine. And you got a whole lot of angry people there. And if it's not the person, that was running it, they start wondering if the person that was running it was, in on it, because you don't know. So, oh, good, nice. I like it when it says huge win. Never a bad thing. I needed that there. It was getting a little tight. But anyway, yeah, if you're thinking about running one of those to get points, just beware of how you do it, because it could be a problem for you. Now, we have been going here close to a half an hour here. I don't know if my $44 is gonna make it to where I need it to be, but we'll see how far it goes. But really, again, playing it for entertainment, 30 cents. I've gotten to play it, for over an hour and a half. Gotten a few points in there, enjoyed myself. If I was on the ship, I cruise enough to where, I've got the free drinks in the casino. To me, that's a good time. And a lot of times I would be talking to the people next to me, Just, again, having a good time, finding out who they are and where they're from, whether they, cruise a lot or not. I've met people that I've seen on, over and over on cruise ships because I think once you kind of, oh, there we go, respins. Once you kind of realize what you can do here as far as getting those free cruises, it's hard to back away from that when you realize what you can get out of it. So I realize I bring that up a lot, and I apologize, but man, I just really love cruising. And I said I was going to take the summer off, but I haven't taken it off from casinos. I've just been going to the casino rather than on a cruise ship. But yeah, I definitely love it on those cruise ships. And if you haven't cruised before, boy, I'd sure consider doing it. Just make sure you pick the right ship for your circumstances, because there is a difference in those ships and how they meet the needs of the different people. Because again, if you're a family with small kids, some of the older ships, again, if you know me, I'm on Royal Caribbean, those older ships may not be quite for them, just because of they have all the stuff that was great for their time, but it may not be from what they see on television. It's not going to have all the different things that you see on the different commercials. So picking the right ship, using those tours that are out there. I've got a few out there. Other people do as well. Make sure you pick the right ship before you ever even consider booking it. Take that time beforehand, and I think you will be nicely rewarded for that. Even if you're not with the family and if you're looking for privacy, if you're looking for less kids, come on, let's get a bonus here. Come on. Yeah. If you're looking for less kids, if you're looking for more kids, if you're looking for adults, start with the ship and maybe get it to a few ships that you like, and then look at the dates and itineraries to see what works for you and plan it accordingly that way, because there's definitely a way to do it and to have a better time than to just wing it. You may not get quite the vacation that you're wanting to on it. I guess I'm not doing too bad here. Hopefully I can keep it going, but I think I'm getting really close to the stopping point for this game here. So I hope you're enjoying it. And again, let me know in the comments if you think I could be doing some things differently or better. I do appreciate it, and I do the best I can to read all the comments. Sometimes the replies to the reply I have trouble seeing. There's more of those, and it doesn't pop up as readily for me to see. So if I don't see those, I apologize. Sometimes I see them and it's a bit too late. But as I grow and there's more comments, sometimes it's a little harder to see, again, the whole conversation as it goes along. So bear with me on that. Again, we're playing the game. We started out with 45. I think we're down about $20. We've been playing a half an hour. And as I'm watching the timer on this video as I record over it, looks like, oh, nice win. I like that. It looks like I've got just about a minute left. So if that gives you an indication here, I'll give you an idea as to how many points I got and how I did there. So you can make the right decision as to if this game is right for you. I do want your feedback on that. Obviously, 30 points, you don't get a lot of points. But for a half an hour, I got 20 points, and I lost, about $20 or so. Again, you can make that 60 or 90, and you should expect, obviously, similar results. I really appreciate you watching. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.